Christians, if you are a Protestant Christian, you hold to one of two systems of biblical theology. One is the Arminian school of theology, and the other is the Calvinist school of theology. James Arminius and John Calvin are the two names associated with these two theological systems because they are the ones who are most noted for heralding and championing these doctrines associated with their names. If you are a Protestant believer, you hold to one or the other. It is one or the other. Your theology is either Calvinist or Arminian. No matter how you try to weasel your way out of it, if you are a Protestant, you are Calvinist or Arminian. Now, each one of these theological schemes has 5 principal tenets of theological doctrines. The one that is most familiar to modern day Christians today are the 5 tenets of Calvinism that became known under the acronym of TULIP. The T stands for total depravity. The U stands for unconditional election. The L stands for limited or particular redemption. The I stands for the irresistible or the efficacious call. The P stands for the perseverance of the saints. Now, what you may not know is that these 5 points of Calvinism, known as TULIP, were a direct point-for-point response, not original, a response to the 5 points of Arminianism. In 1611, the year of the authorization for the King James Version Bible, and just 1 year after the death of James Arminius, who died in 1610, his followers, known as the Arminian Party, drafted 5 articles of faith based on James Arminius' teaching in the form of a protest to the state of Holland. The Arminian Party, as they were called, insisted that the Belgic Confession of Faith and the Heidelberg Catechism be changed to be conformed to the doctrine contained in their protest, known as the 5 points of Arminianism. The Arminian Party wanted their theological treatise to become the official standards of the Church of Holland. This outlines the origin for which Calvinism would spring as a system of theological doctrine. Arminianism is the start of it, and they started it with the 5 points of Arminianism, or the 5 points of James Arminius. Whether you are an Arminian or a Calvinist in your theology, one thing is for sure: if 1 point out of your system changes, the whole system falls. You can't share elements of both and have them be consistent. So in the next few parts to this system or to this presentation that I'm making, you're going to have to decide where you stand. You're definitely going to be more illuminated, I hope, as to what your position actually is in terms of your view of biblical theology. So be provoked and be persuaded, and I hope that this helps one way or the other in shaping your understanding of what it is you believe. Because so many people, they know what they believe, they just don't know why. So once again, be provoked and be persuaded.